Hello, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's December 22nd, and today I'm back, of course. So today I'm going to be talking about really like the Christmas kind of forecast, and I'm going to be going out to after Christmas, kind of looking at maybe I guess kind of like the mid range, the long range, kind of time frame here. But let's get started. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Um, let's go ahead and get started though. So these are our current temperatures across the U.S. right now. We can see the West is pretty cold. Not pretty sure these areas. This is actually a kind of maybe slightly above average in some areas. Uh, the Southeast is relatively cold, pretty average tonight. With the exception of like Texas and Louisiana, it's still pretty mild in Texas there. Um, Very cold up in like the upper Midwest, Northern Plains area. Pretty mild across. There's a little bit of a difference between like 44 degrees in Omaha, Nebraska, and like 44 in Atlanta. So even though they're like the same temperature, they feel like the same thing. It's kind of like a different like way people like see them. Considering, this is pretty. This is like average temperature, I guess, for this hour in the Atlanta area. But over in Omaha, it's actually pretty above average. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that is. I think Omaha should be in the upper 30s this time of year. But yeah, you can see Central Plains, kind of that area, pretty mild, but still on the cold side. Northeast, pretty cold as well. Uh, I just want to go ahead and go straight into Christmas Day forecast in the National Weather Service because Christmas Day is looking very above average. This is the maximum temperatures for Christmas Day here on the or from the National Weather Service. So look at these temperatures though, like around 50 in New York City. I think at State College in the mid 50s there, 56 in Pittsburgh, 60 in Columbus, Ohio. Look at these temperatures though in Texas, 83 in Dallas, Texas on Christmas Day. I think Dallas this time of year averages upper 50s, so it's getting close to around 30 degrees above average. It even warmer to the south. There's this big area of 80s, even stretching into maybe Jackson, Mississippi, with a high of 80, which is just that's insane for Christmas. The West is pretty cold, though. We can see Seattle in the upper 30s there, Portland around 40. Um, Now really the main, like the big deal cold is locked up in Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, though. We can see Bismarck with a high of 12, according to the National Weather Service. I think whatever office that is, I think the office is Bismarck, actually. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Pretty sure that's it. We can see Fargo and Grand Forks in the around 10. Uh, Very cold air. Maybe even some highs in the negatives up in extreme northwest North Dakota, extreme northeast Montana, my bad. Um, but yeah, cold is locked up far to the north. Uh, Really, the only cold area is the west. Not like the west. I mean, the whole rest of the U.S. is pretty much above average, uh, with the exception of this area, of course. But yeah, that's Christmas Day. Let's go ahead and take a look at models. We'll go ahead and take a look at the GFS. Uh, 18 Xeron. And on the severe weather side of things, we'll kind of see if we could kind of point out like any pattern that would really favor a severe weather event. This is going to be like our next storm system kind of Friday and Saturday. It's going to like kind of ride along that front. Uh, Kind of like Saturday, we might have some like very terrible cold front moving to the pretty much like to the southeast. Really, it's not going to bring much colder air for the southeast at all. Maybe some colder overnight lows, but still, temperatures in the afternoon could still reach 70 in a lot of areas behind that. Uh, Very kind of really nice looking clean storm system here. But still, this is not something we'd see in December. Snow. We can see we have snow in areas of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, maybe Massachusetts, Maine, maybe even Boston. If this actually the GFS actually verifies, but that's that. And this is early next week going into Monday and Tuesday. I can see pretty like kind of active pattern across the central, or really, I guess, central U.S., or really just like the whole central and eastern U.S. We start to get into more active pattern again. Maybe some kind of little winter event, winter weather event. Nothing that looks major though. No like major winter storms, but maybe like December 28th, December 29th, you could be looking at like some severe weather in this region here. Now, of course, I'm not going to get too far into it today. It's about a week out, but I definitely point out that we could see maybe some severe weather in this area, kind of around the 28th, 29th time frame. Lockout. Let's lock it on hour 147 here. Kind of take a look at dews. So, okay, yeah, that would definitely, just by looking at this would really favor severe weather. You can see we have a clear surface low right there, nice cold front stretched down to the south, a warm front probably about right here. Very beautiful looking storm system. 60 degree dew points, making it all the way up into almost Indianapolis. Which that's just, this December is just, I've really haven't. I mean, I really did not expect December to be like this at all. I mean, to be honest, I thought December was actually going to be cold for the East. I don't know why, but it's been several years since we've had a below average, like temperature wise, below average temperatures in December, like overall the whole month in the Southeast. But yeah, or a while for me at least. But it's a very nice looking storm system there. Let's take a look at upper, like winds, and take a look at winds real quick. I mean, this doesn't look the best for severe weather, but I mean, it would definitely favor. I mean, just by looking at this, let's say we have like definitely a clear area where we want to watch for severe weather. Really in kind of this area here, but it's not looking. It doesn't look to be like. I guess like I don't really know what the right word for this is, but it doesn't look to be like a severe weather outbreak or anything. But it's a bit too early to like call it out yet. But very clear southeast ridge right here. It's very clear. But yeah, now let's go ahead and go out further on the GFS here, see if maybe we can get a. Actually, no, I don't want to go out any further. This is about a week out. The northwest is going to be a very active pattern of a lot of snow, even in like lower elevation areas, like Portland and Seattle could get on some of it. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and go over to the Euro. We can look at temperatures and that kind of stuff because I like the Euro better for temperatures and that kind of stuff. And the European model with next week's little storm system around the 28th or 29th, definitely maybe doesn't. I mean, it doesn't look as good as the GFS really, but pretty similar. European might have a little bit more of a winter weather event though for further south. Just look at all the snow in the northwest though, and all the storm systems. That's very, very interesting. Yeah, the west is going to be going into a pretty active pattern. Yeah, let's go and take a look at temperatures. Wow, very cold in Canada. And really, it's going to be very cold in this area too. Like, look at these temperatures. Like, it's Christmas afternoon. We can see Christmas afternoon is very cold in some areas. I mean, not this area, but here, I mean, what does that say? I can't read that, but I mean, yeah, especially up in Canada, and then I mean, some of that area will likely get down into I guess the northern plains. I mean, we can see, dang, European has negative 40-degree temperatures in Montana on next Wednesday morning. Now, I don't know if that's probably gonna change a little bit. It's considering that's a week out, but we'll have to see. It's definitely very cold there. And the European shows like several of these kind of cold fronts bringing this really cold air further east in like Minneapolis. Kind of not quite getting down to like Omaha and in Des Moines, but I mean, pretty close. Madison, Milwaukee, almost getting in on it. The problem is that we're not getting any of this. I mean, I wouldn't call it a problem. I mean, if you live in like this area, I wouldn't call it a problem at all. But problem is we're not really getting it into the east or like the south, even in like Texas, like next Saturday morning when it's or I'll just use like a closer time as an example. Like next Monday morning when it's like negative t- like negative 23 in Montana on the Euro. It's almost 70 degrees in I think it's Alexandria, Louisiana there. And widespread 60 degrees in Cincinnati, Ohio in the morning in late December. I've never seen that. I don't even think I've seen that since I started looking at models. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's all I have for y'all tonight. I mean, pretty much big, the big deal is that we're gonna be seeing very much above average temperatures on Christmas weekend in the South, uh, and even into the areas of the Midwest, uh, and very cold across the West into the northern plains as we go in the next week, uh, and even in this weekend. Uh, but yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a good uh, rest of your Wednesday and a good Thursday. I'll probably be back either tomorrow or Christmas Eve. Uh, yeah, it's 3 days till Christmas. But yes, goodbye.